Welcome aboard, everybody. We're parked at San Francisco and getting ready for a 1 hour 50-minute flight to Vancouver. And we've got 157 packs on board today. And conditions are relatively clear for San Francisco. Just a little bit of light cloud cover in San Francisco and also Vancouver. Vancouver, more of a factor is going to be gusty winds, but we'll keep monitoring that as we move forward. We are also flying flight United 460 today, which is a real world flight, and we're expecting to push back at a real world time, which is in about 18 minutes. We'll be tracking the real aircraft. Let me see if I can pull that up on FlightAware. There we go. So this is the real world flight, United 460, scheduled to depart 6:41 Pacific Daylight Time, which is 1:43 Zulu. Sorry, 1:41 Zulu in about 17 minutes time. We're also tracking it on Plane Finder, and it hasn't showed up. We are parked just one bay over.
San Francisco, Southwest 1278, established on the UAL460 left.
We are just parked one bay over from the actual aircraft. The arrival bays in Vancouver, it's not stated in FlightAware, so I'm not sure where they'll be parking, but we've picked international arrivals in Vancouver. So the aircraft we're flying today is a United 737 MAX 8, and it's a very special livery. The tail sign is November 27261, and it's the United Together logo. And actually, let me see if I can give you a book and look at that. So on this side it shows being united, and on the other side it's united together. Pretty nice livery. Okay, so there's no ATC today, unfortunately, but that's not a problem. And we have our clearance from PDC. So we have our APU started up. We haven't cleared the ground equipment yet, so we're going to do that. APU is running. We got bleeds on now. So what we need to do is to clear the ground equipment, so we'll turn off the ground power. And then we'll clear disconnect ground air and ground power. So to take a look at the route today, let's show the whole route.
San Francisco, Southwest 1278, exited 28 left.
It's 742 miles, and as mentioned, the airtime is approximately 1 hour 49 minutes from takeoff to landing. Okay, ground equipment is clear, and APU started. Let's just do our checklist for before start, which is going to happen. We'll be starting on the pushback. Okay, flight deck door closed. Fuel. Let's compare the fuel quantities. for the plan. 14,100, and we call for 13,949. That's pretty close. Passenger signs are on, windows are locked.
San Francisco traffic Turkish 80.
MCP
Heavy
is
start,
set.
gate Golf 12
Takeoff speed.
onto Bravo facing north. San Francisco.
Takeoff speeds are set. CDU pre-flight completed.
San Francisco traffic United
trim set.
930 pushing start from Alpha 8 onto Mike 4, San Francisco.
So what we and we're doing a taxi briefing. Let's see. So we're gonna taxi facing pushback facing northeast or left.
San Francisco traffic,
And then we'll take
until 78
Alpha.
Gate, San Francisco.
We'll take Alpha all the way down to Mike 1, holding point Mike 1. Our departure today is the Truckin 2 departure to the north, and fairly straightforward. Let's have a look at it on the departure itself. So for runway 1 left, which is what we're expecting, climb heading 014 to 520 feet, and then right direct to tide. Okay, and then on to deadhead and beyond. Perfect. So we do need to start up our smart cars. So let's pull that up. Start it up. So this is giving me the connection between the flight and United Virtual's logging system. Okay, that's connected. We'll just wait a little bit. We want to fly to the extent possible parallel to the real world flight, United 460. Minutes to push back time, so probably in about 5 minutes we'll call for the pushback traffic.
San Francisco traffic United 930 heavy taxiing to runway 1 left via Mike 1, San Francisco.
Is it really just via Mike 1? I guess so. So as I mentioned, we have 157 packs on board today. This particular aircraft is configured for 166 passengers. So we've got 9 open seats.
San Francisco traffic Turkish 80, heavy taxiing runway to a left via Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, cross the ones on Foxtrot, and then to a left, San Francisco.
He's taking off on 28. Check out the winds. Well, actually, let's check out the real 8 is still calling for departure on 1 left and 1 right. So if he's planning on taking off, that's not really the right runway. But who cares? Alright, let's take a last look at ATC in the area. None, which is fine. Just want to make sure. So we are at Echo 10. Is that right? Let's check that. Yeah, we are at Echo 10. I think the real aircraft is Echo 11. Okay, let's look around us to see if we'd be pushing into any other aircraft. No, we got this apron to ourselves, it looks like. Okay, let's prepare for pushback. Okay, ground equipment is clear. Roger.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Let's turn off the packs. And turn on the fuel pumps in anticipation of engine starts. Anti-collision light on.
Locking gear.
San Francisco traffic, United 930 heavy, departing runway 1 left, San Francisco.
Okay, so we're going to do nose left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, parking brakes released at 137.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Roger. Okay, start engine number 2. N2 rising. Motoring into 21%. Into rising 23, 24, 25 fuel flow on. There's the United Heavy.
Traffic. Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Traffic Turkish 80 Heavy, crossing 1 left and 1 right on Foxtrot, San Francisco.
Okay, engine number 2 has started. Let's start engine number 1.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
That's the guy taking off on the wrong airfield. I mean the wrong runway.
Traffic.
Motoring into
San Francisco
21%.
traffic Turkish 80 Heavy, clear 1 left and 1 right on Foxtrot, continuing full length to a left via Foxtrot, San Francisco.
Fuel flow on. Let's see if our real world aircraft has showed up yet. Ooh, it has showed up. It's already taxiing out. Here we go. Let me show you. You see, this is, there it is. Where the heck is he going? Oh, maybe he's taxiing on Bravo. Maybe we should do that. Yeah, it looks like he's taxiing on Bravo. We're going to be a little bit behind him. Okay, both engines started. Let's get them on the bus. And packs back on. APU bleed off and APU off. We don't need the center tanks on. Taxi light on. Engine starts to continuous electrics on, probe heat on. Anti-collision is on. Okay, very good. Let's check our landing altitude. Closest to 0.
This is traffic, Criminal 468, Cushion 562, heavy descent, follow 6,000 big takeoff right around for the Alice runway. Straight left, currently factoring ourselves to Jersey local as in runway 28 left, direct to Heman, currently truck heading 115, San Francisco traffic.
Controls. Left, forward, back, rudder.
San Francisco traffic,
left,
Turkish 80 heavy departing runway
right.
28 left, full length, San Francisco traffic.
Okay. So let's do before taxi checklist. Main generators are on. Probe heats on. Anti-ice not needed. Isolation valves. To auto.
62 heavy, make it left base trim to intercept by
On
the
start
runway 28
switches
left.
to continuous. Recall. Checked.
We'll make
Auto
sure
brakes. RTO. And just start leave was
We're
idle.
rolling.
10. Plane controls checked and running.
Turkish 80 heavy, no problem. We're going to be on a about 15-mile final.
San Francisco traffic, United 460 out of stand, Echo 10 is taxiing to runway 1 left via Alpha and Mike 1. San Francisco traffic. Yeah, I'm gonna go Alpha. Bravo looks a little bit more complicated. Okay, parking brakes off. Keep an eye on traffic in the area. Okay, looking left. Clear. Right. Clear. So, our other aircraft is already almost at the holding point. The real United 460.
San Francisco traffic, Turkish 80 heavy, airborne passing 2000, climbing on a northwestbound departure. Runway is clear for San Francisco traffic.
Francisco traffic clear, cut off 562 heavy, 10-mile final runway, 28 left, San Francisco.
Us and yeah, that's us on Alpha, and then this is the real United 460, which has already, oh, he's going one right. Interesting. Okay. No problem for us. That gives us a chance to catch up to him. So we're looking for Mike 1. That's hotel. This one.
San Francisco traffic control occur 560 at the 5 miles on runway 28.
I think we'll take this one. But it's not really one. Let's go ahead and take Mike 1. Set up.
The traffic control 560 at the Chopin runway 28.
Approaching.
San Francisco traffic
01
United
left.
460 is lining up runway 01 left for immediate departure on a Truckin 2 departure to the north, San Francisco traffic.
Okay, San Francisco traffic control 560 at the Chopin runway 28.
Okay, before takeoff checklist.
01 left.
Okay, flaps are set and trim is set, has been set. Okay. Got an aircraft coming in for landing. There it is. Okay, throttle's up 40%. Stabilize toga.
Knots.
Release forward pressure.
Remaining.
Rotate.
Rotate.
2000 remaining.
Vacated runway 28 left.
Positive brake, gear up.
Direction Quebec. San Francisco traffic, final 560 ready, get proxy to the runway Alpha, Mike 1, and Mike 4 for San Francisco traffic. Good night.
Flaps 1. San Francisco traffic, United 460 is airborne passing 2,200 for flight level 190. Flaps up. Getting out of Dodge. Okay, after takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds are on. Packs are on auto. And the landing gear is up and flaps up. No lights after takeoff checklist completed. Okay, so we are coming up to Trucken. That should be on our flight plan. Yep. And the fuel at Trucken here we are on our departure, just past Trucken. Deadhead is the end of the standard instrument departure. And then we go all the way to Vancouver. So this is where we are. We'll just show our departure. And let's check where our little aircraft is. Different route. Interesting. Unless they haven't vectored it. It could be that he hasn't been vectored yet. I need to rejoin his departure. I can't believe he's going that way before his departure. Turning to the north. All right, let's wind it up to actually get folks out of their seats. Flight level 380.
Traffic Air Canada 568, 7 mile final, 28 left.
So who is that right ahead of us? Oh, that's the Turkish. Yeah, he's going to Istanbul. Yeah, so because they did that little dog leg, it looks like we're slightly further ahead than the real United 460. And incidentally, the United 460 is actually a 737-900 ER, not a MAX like us. So they're just passing into the Suisun Bay, Martinez. Vine Hall. And we've just passed that. So we're slightly ahead. We'll see if we can maintain this lead. Say farewell to Turkish. It's going out of our TCAS detectable range. I'm guessing those guys are going straight for deadhead. Probably going straight for deadhead. So in the bigger scheme of things, we've got 700 miles to go and about an hour and 44 minutes of flight time to go. Looking at VATScope, just monitoring to see if the ATC shows up. None so far, but it does look like somebody's monitoring. Oh, we're not doing Seattle though. We're in Vancouver. Alright, let's do the fuel check at deadhead. 12.2. Turn the volume down for the outside to cruise volume. So the real world aircraft is now climbing through flight level 200. Seems like they're climbing very quick. And we're at 280. And they just passed Lake Berryessa to their left, which we also just passed it to our left. So we're making very similar progress. Us, and that's the lake that we just passed by, and then this is them passing the same way. They're at flight level 250 and climbing, and we're at flight level 29. Brightest side. And you can see that if I show you this side, you can see together. So it's got being united on the other side, and then this one is united together. Now see. Cool concept. So we would be landing just about getting into darkness if I didn't turn the clock back by 1 hour. So that's what I did. So that Romeo Bravo Lima is Red Bluff, coming up in 54 miles. And the KCIC that's just before then, right here, is Chico. Chico, I'm not sure what the story is, but today I saw the news that somebody drove a burning car into a ravine. possibly arson, a case of arson, and set ablaze a bunch of the forest in the area of Chico, including burning down some houses. So I'm not sure what the extent of it is, but it's a sad situation, especially if it was intentional. Taking a look at the VNAV page, optimal is 390, but we're at 380. And the max is 400, so it's kind of 50. We'll stay until if it appears we have an opportunity to climb later. Although I think 380 is just fine. I think after Red Bluff, our next waypoint is going to be Payne Everett, which is like 500 miles beyond. So we're going to get a good sense of the fuel burn here, if there is any accumulating fuel, and then make a best estimate for our landing weight, and then start configuring. But we won't get ahead of ourselves. Let's review the ATIS first.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight attendants will shortly be making their way through the cabin to offer various beverages of your choice. There will also be a selection of goods available for purchase, and we can accept most credit cards, checks and cash. If there's anything we can do to make your trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Now we'd like you to sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
So, summary of the differences between our flight and United 460. They taxied on Bravo, we taxied on Alpha. They took off, it looks like, on one right, we took off on one left. We followed exactly the truck and two departure, whereas I'm guessing that they got vectors with real ATC, and they were required to continue runway heading for longer than would be indicated by the departure. So we are, I believe we are slightly ahead of them, but we'll get another sense of that once I've done my fuel check here. And we're currently level at flight level 380. And our fellow United 460 real world aircraft is still climbing flight level 330. Okay, so they just passed a lake that looks like an angel almost. Let's see where we are. Yeah, we're just about there too. Yeah, we are almost spot on. Let's check what their speed is. They're at 471 knots. I'm sure that's ground speed. we're 482. We're a little bit higher. They're at flight level 340 and they've actually leveled off. And we're coming up to Red Bluff. Okay, 1 mile to go to Red Bluff. Fuel in the tank, 11. So we're at 500 over at this point. So I think maybe we just keep that as an amount. Recalibrate as necessary. There's an aircraft passing by us now, and that is going from Portland to Oakland. It's a FedEx cargo flight. Okay, so we're coming up to the fur boundary into Washington State. So technically, that's going from Oakland to Seattle, but there's no EDC. Let's look out our left window and see if we can see that FedEx aircraft quite low. Okay, first order of business, let's take a look at Vancouver. And, okay, no sim it is. So what we have is METAR. Altimeter is 30.2. Yeah, because it's Canada, I can't get real world ATIS. So we just have to look at conditions. Conditions look like winds at 206 knots. Looks like we might be landing on 26 right. And if I look at to off for the moment for United, and this is just so that I can see Vancouver or how they're landing. Okay, looks like they're landing from the west. So, the way we're set up for 8 left, sounds like that would be best. So, let's just copy what they do. Check out that mountain. Ahead of us. That's nice and high res. Let's figure out what that is. There it is. Mount Shasta, that's what that is. Yep, we are about to pass by Mount Shasta on our way from San Francisco to Vancouver. That's a really cool sight. And so we're en route, and we've got about 537 miles to go to Vancouver, and we are United Flight 460, and we are paralleling the real-world aircraft almost exactly to the same spot. But again, there is Mount Shasta. We're about to pass it. Pretty cool. All right, we'll catch you later. Ciao for now. Okay, folks, I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be right back. Okay, back in the cockpit. And I've got another tool here called station weather, and I can look at the tab and see how the wind's going to change as we move forward in time. So I'll expected time of arrival in Vancouver is 0350. Let's see what it is now. 03242. I'll take that. 0342. I think it's gonna. I think the wind is gonna change direction as we get into the night. So I'm thinking we should anticipate a switch. See how long it is. Yeah, we still have like an hour and 20 minutes, and it looks like the wind direction may change. So let's plan on two 6 right. So that represents a change. And so that is going to be an RNAV runway 26 right. With a PEMSU transition. Stick to the Grid 7. What happens? Does the shape of the grease change? It does. So let's just see if it changes together with it. Let's go to the next page. Okay. And let's go into the plane mode with a range of maybe 20 miles. Just step through that. That works. Okay. we're doing 26 right, but it's an RNAV. So let's change it here too. Okay, so the course is 263. Okay, 263. The other thing we want to do is correct for our rings to make it 265. So we go to the fixed page, and there we go. I'm not seeing what type of aircraft it is. No flight plan. So we'll just call it 600 over on the weight. Let's do some math with the virtual performance tool. Landing weight will be 139. Oh, it's 600, not zero, so 139.6. Okay, let's calculate. So let's crunch the numbers, look at the runway graphic. We just have to see which point we want to vacate. we pull up the airport diagram. And I guess Mike 4 would be fine. Yeah, Mike 4 fine. So to get to Mike 4, gosh, we need max orbit. Okay, that is what it is. Max auto. So figuring 600 pounds over, it's going to be 139.6. Okay. So let's walk through the arrivals. Okay, so next page. View. Stepping through it, so the first waypoint is Payne. So we're heading for Payne now. And top of descent is going to be before then. And we are right now 295 miles from Payne. So anyway, Payne, but there's no restrictions. The first restriction is at egret. So at egret, for jet aircraft, we need to be at 250 knots between 10,000 and 12,000 feet. Okay, and then at go up, we need to be above 8,000, and off bin, we need to be max 220 knots and below 10,000 feet. And then at Kempkey, no restrictions, but at Pemsu, we need to be max 210 knots and 3,000 feet or above. Then that's the first waypoint in our arrivals, RNAV. And for the RNAV, we need to be at 3,000 feet. At Goreg, we need to be fixed 3,000 feet. So we should probably update that. So Goreg should be 3,000 feet. And then next, Totin, 2,000 or above. Although really Totin says 2,000, so let's do 2,000. And Udnar, 1020. Let's just leave that the way it is. So for the missed approach, we don't exceed 230 knots, climb to 700 feet heading 263, and then climb right to 3,000 feet direct to Kedga. Then climb track 245 to Dutno, and Dutno guess that was at 5,300. So the initial altitude of Goreg is going to be 3,000, and then our missed approach is going to be 5,300. And now let's check minimums. LNAV, VNAV, 567. So at Goreg we have about another 14 miles to go to landing. Okay, so on our parking, preferred parking is stand 58, but we can also do 55. Looking at the airport diagram, coming in 26 right, vacating at Mike 4. We're going to hang a left onto Mike, and then Juliet, right onto Juliet, and then left onto Juliet Bravo, and parking bay 58 will be to our left. Yeah, pretty straightforward. You know, we could even go to like 6. And if we went to Mike 6, we would only need auto brakes 3, so I think that's what I'm going to do. And then if we can get Mike 4, that's great. But at least we don't burn up our brakes. Perfect. So, just to remind myself again, it's going to be Mike 6 is what we plan for. But if we somehow slow down before then, we can do Mike 4. Okay. Oh, look at this. There's Tower at Vancouver now. And they have ALIS. Yeah, approach ILS or RNAV or visual 26 right and 26 left. We're doing 26 right. Is the primary. Tower is 118.7. We've been airborne for 54 minutes. We should be landing at 3:39. So that's 3:49, 3:54. So 3:39. 55 minutes. And our top of descent is in 187 miles, 26. So we should be there 26, 36, in about 40 minutes. Something. So we're coming up to KPDX. See how close that is. Yeah, it's right at the top here. So about 80 miles away. That mountain there is Mount Hood over to the right. You might see it as we pass it in the outside view. It's just in the corner of my road street. That's Mount Hood, and then to the left, at approximately the same distance ahead, is Portland. And then there's another volcanic mountain to the right there, and that is Mount Adams, and then almost straight ahead to us is Mount St. Helens. So you've got Mount St. Helens, Mount Adams, Mount Hood. Portland down there. Okay, we can do a time check. Gosh, very close. I think we're ahead. But when we get to be a beam KPDX, we will fix it. Yeah, there we go. And compare it to, you can see in this view, that is the real United 460. And you can see on our nav screen, we're literally just about 10 miles away from being a KPDX. There's also an aircraft that's below us. You should be able to see it. good because that was. Anyway, two on that is important. And to our right, there's the mount. We'll remember it. Another one coming up. Okay, so I'm going to start the clock when I hit that being a beam. So there's my timer. And we can stop the clock. That KPDX is the airfield, so when we're being that, yeah, they're just maybe like a minute or two behind us. I wonder what airfield what runway they got. Oh, we're doing 26 right. Okay. So well, they're 1.5 minutes behind us. And that mountain that we just flew by is Mount Hood. And then 45 degrees off is Mount Adams. That's Mount Adams. Looking out the right window. And then I guess that's Eastville. It's a different one. You know, actually, I changed my mind. I think that is Mount Rainier. A very imposing mountain. Which is 14,000 feet high. And that's what that is. Okay, about 80 miles to our top of descent. And looking at what our next constraint will be is egret. That's 10 to 12,000, so we'll just descend to 10,000 and egret. Mount Rainier. I'm pretty sure I have that right. Still not. But let's check the QNH. 3020. Still one good. See if we can get it down. Top of descent in about 60 miles. Star is down to 10,000. We're not descending yet. We will descend at the top of descent indicator right here. Payne will do a final fuel check to make sure we're configured for the right weight for them. These are going to be RNAV. This is an RNAV approach, so we don't have, we're not following an ILS. But hopefully we'll be able to engage in IAN mode. If not, we'll just have to stick with LNAV, VNAV. Go manual and then dial back this approach to 5,300.
Okay, 777 Vancouver Tower, you are cleared to Kelowna. Vancouver 2 departure. Flight time route, runway 26 left.
So we're picking up Vancouver Tower now.
54.
They are about 185 miles away.
Air Canada 777, read that correct, but start your expression, call tag.
We're going back and forth looking at where the progress of the real United 460 is compared to us. But we can do a really good check on FlightAware after we both landed, because they will record the landing time and takeoff time and pushback time and parking time. So they should have 4 times, just like what we record. Fuel at Payne is right now being projected to be fuel remaining at 7.6. 7.6. So that's 7.6. So that's about 700 pounds. Probably going to go even higher, so we'll just have to make an adjustment. All right, so we've got that Rainier to our right, so let's look right. There it is. Oh my goodness. Not see it. What a view. I guess you can just see the tip of it. Oh my. I can look over the cockpit nose a little bit. Opposing sight. One more check of QNH. Yep, VATSIM QNH 3020. Yep, still looking at that. So not coming into the Seattle area. The chart to get rid of the redundant.
Entire open bus information, pushing back, will call it for taxi.
Taking it from 77 Roger.
Seattle. Take a picture.
Vancouver Tower, Cargo Jet 1801, we said GPS moment, but we're back to you.
Cargo Jet 1801, Roger, confirm squawk 5655 Mo Charlie.
Okay, we're descending now.
5655 Mo Charlie.
Cargo Jet 1801, thanks for that. Runway 26 left, altimeter 3020.
Okay,
Delta
descent checklist.
7, hold short, 26 left.
That is Payne right down there.
Delta 7, hold short, 26 left.
Boeing center. Okay, descent checklist, pressurization, landing altitude has been set, although, is that the same as this runway? Yeah, same.
Okay, express 219, Vancouver Tower, You are clear to Prince Rupert.
Recall
Vancouver
check.
2 departure. Flight plan route.
Auto brakes on 3. Landing data.
6142.
We've got that set. Well, we might update it based on our weight at Payne. And approach briefing has been completed. Descent check is complete.
219. Feedback check. Start your discussion. I see you said you're waiting at Charlie already. So once you got the squawk in, 6142, no Charlie, do your clearance.
And Tower, FedEx 811's in the block. Thanks for the AGC. Have a good one. See ya.
FedEx 811, Vancouver Tower, Roger. Thanks for flying us here. Canadian Express 219. Currently no HT above me this time. Wind airborne, monitor Unicom 122.8. Wind 1806. From Charlie, clear for takeoff runway 265.
Okay, passing overhead Payne. And the fuel was 7.9. Okay, so a little heavier than we projected. 1,000 pounds, so let's go with that and update our landing. So it should be 140.
Vancouver Center, cargo jet 1801, Delta 7, ready to go. Good one.
Okay, let's get the seatbelt on.
Cargo jet 1801. Currently no ATC above me this time. Wind airborne, monitor Unicom 122.8. Wind 1806 from Delta 7, clear for takeoff runway 26 left.
Clear for takeoff, runway 26 left, Delta 7, 22.8. See ya, cargo jet 1801.
Hi, 18.7 ready for taxi.
1801,
Hold.
7787, runway 26 left, altimeter is 3020. Taxi Echo Delta, Delta 7, 1426 left.
Taxi Echo Delta, Delta 7, hold short 26 left, second ascension, okay.
So that aircraft just departed Vancouver, and there's another one lining up on 26 left. And we're coming in 26 right, so I don't see any conflict or any aircraft in the vicinity. And where is our buddy? He's just past Everett. We're very, very close to each other. So let's hold on till just a minute.
There, cargo jet 1801, Central Units. Have a great night. See you.
Cargo jet 1801, Vancouver Tower, Roger, thanks for flying here.
Vancouver Tower, United 460 checking in with you. We are 75 miles out on the Gris 7 arrival, expecting our nav runway 26 right.
Appreciate it. Return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts at this time.
United 460, Vancouver Tower, Roger. Current wind Vancouver 1504. Altimeter 3020. Report to inbound.
Roger, we'll continue approach and report when we're on final. United 460. This is what we look like on the chart. The left turn and then a right turn and then onto the approach pattern. Let's dial it down now to 3,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you store any electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gates, as the use of such devices could interfere with the electronic landing equipment on board the aircraft. In final preparation of the landing, please ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened, your seatbacks are in the upright position, and your tray tables are stowed. Any hand luggage should be underneath the seat in front of you or placed in the overhead locker. The flight attendants will be passing through the cabin one last time to complete their final compliance check and to collect any remaining caps or glasses.
Air Canada 7787, currently no ATC above me this time. Wind airborne, water units on 122.8. Wind now 150 at 4 from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Clear for takeoff, 26 left, runway 122.8, Air Canada 7787. Have a wonderful evening ahead. Goodbye.
I did think about just cutting off, going direct to Pensu, but I just thought of it and I don't want to rush into it, so we'll just do that. Oh, do they not have a 20-mile range? Starts with just a continuous, a lot of grayness around, even though we don't see a preset.
November 443 Whiskey Alpha, Vancouver Tower, expect runway 26.
Got some buffeting going on.
Sorry, runway 08 right. Squawk 6207.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Three Whiskey Alpha, read back track to start your discussion, call for taxi.
Let's go to flaps 1. Okay, let's do flaps 5. Speed check, flaps 5.
3 Whiskey Alpha, runway 08 right, altimeter 3020, taxi Foxtrot Alpha, cross runway 31, hold course 08 right.
Re-engage VNAV.
Take your seat for landing.
let's dial it down to 2000 so you get a chance to engage LNAV VNAV. Okay, we're going to be turning final. Okay, let's do gear down.
United 4060, thanks to tower wing 1504, altimeter 3020, clear to land runway 26 right.
Clear to land 26 right, United 460. Back. Back engaged, glide path on standby. What's the word for it?
2500.
Okay, flaps 15, speed check. Flaps 15. Okay, flaps 30, speed check, flaps 30. And we want 148 knots. Okay, landing checklist. Engine start switches to continuous. Speed brakes are armed. Landing gear is down, and flaps are set and green light. Landing checklist completed. Okay, glide path engaged. So IAN is working. Set up for parking bay. 5-8. Coming up 4 miles final. Okay, runway in sight. 1,000.
1,000.
2.5 miles flight. Right, autopilot disengage. Wind up the altimeter to 5,300.
Approaching 2-6, right.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
500. 400. 300.
Auto throttle disconnect.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And reverses. Knots.
Approaching 0-8.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will take the captain a few moments to taxi to the gate, and we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate. That will be the only indication that it is safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisle clear of any hand luggage. This is the termination of our flight, so we ask that you check the seatbelt pockets and overhead lockers for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening overhead lockers, as some items may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us and wish you all a pleasant stay. Thank you.
150 from Alpha, clear for takeoff, runway 08 right.
Tower United 460 has vacated the runway at Mike 6 and looking for parking bay 58.
United 460, welcome to Vancouver. Taxi to gate 58 via Mike Juliet Bravo. Apron your discretion.
Okay, Mike Juliet Bravo apron at my discretion, United 460. If I was a guessing man, that was a pretty smooth landing. I'm always wrong though. Okay, APU on the bus. And APU bleeds on. So we want to take a right turn onto Juliet and then Juliet Bravo. Not this one.
Traffic.
Should be this one. Oh, maybe not. Not this one, the next one. Okay, and then a left onto Juliet Bravo, and
3 Whiskey Alpha, you are identified at 2,500. Are you looking for higher?
definitely sunset, isn't it? So, even though, I mean, it would have been complete darkness, I think, if I left the time unchanged in the
3 Whiskey Alpha,
visual sim.
roger. 4 higher. You can switch to Unicom 122.8, currently no HT above me. Surveillance terminates. Change en route frequency. Have a good flight. See ya.
PMDG, no doubt. That's 6-2. Okay, here's my lead. Cut the strobes off and switch up the tanks tonight so we don't go on.
Vancouver
Marshall.
Tower, Canada 996, with information trial for to Mexico.
Air Canada 996, Vancouver Tower, you are cleared to Mexico City, Vancouver 2 departure. Flight plan en route, runway 08 right, squawk 5131.
Go to Mexico via Vancouver to departure flight plan route to runway 8 right, squawk 5131, Air Canada 996.
Air Canada 996, read back correct, push and start your discretion, call for taxi.
Let's see what happened to our counterpart. Oh look, he came in from the other side. He came in runway 8 and he parked on the north side. You can see that where there. Anyway, like I said, we can look it up on FlightAware, the actual. Okay, we're parked at 3:45 and EPU is up, so fuel off. Get request ground power and ground power is on. APU bleed off. Fuel pumps off. Let the folks out of their seats. And EODEP off. And request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
There it is. All right.
Passengers boarding starting.
Okay, let's do turn the flight directors off. Elapsed time 1 hour 47 minutes and 7 seconds. Set times: takeoff was 0150, landing was, oh, parking was, what was that, 03460.
Vancouver Tower, good evening. This is Air Canada 19 Commission Charlie. Ready to copy IFR to
Fuel remaining
Kansai Airport.
6,648 pounds. Okay, he's gone offline already. We'll look that up. Before we do our checking of my landing rate,
Heavy Vancouver Tower.
let's take a look at FlightAware.
Romeo Juliet Bravo Bravo. Vancouver through departure. Flight plan route.
So what am I doing? I'm doing FlightAware. Okay, FlightAware. So that was the flight. Let's do a refresh. So this is the actual flight, and so these are all the details. So the real world let's go pushback, takeoff, land, and park. These are all local times, so I'll have to convert them again. But pushback was at 6:33 PDT. So that is it has about 4 minutes before we did, which was early because it was supposed to be 6:41, and then takeoff was at 6:51, and we took off at 6:50. So we actually got airborne because he had to go to the other runway. And then arrival was 8:40 PDT PM, and we were at 8:37. So we actually landed first, and then the gate arrival was at 8:44. And we were at 8:46, so we took longer to taxi because we had to go around. Let me show you. So that's where we ended up, and he landed from 8 left. So and then he was on the north side of where I am, on the northern gate. So it was a quicker taxi, even though his landing was, we landed 3 minutes before he did. We had a longer taxi. Anyway, it's very, very close. And that is totally awesome. Really excited about that. Very close. Okay, $64 million question. Landing rate. Landing rate. Oh. I don't know why we could not file due to an error in the log. I bet you it's already done. Well, okay, I'll take it. It's 87 feet per minute. That still helps me. feet per minute. It helps my averages, but I would like to know, just to see. Oh, maybe I don't have it there. Let me see if I've got it open somewhere here. Crew center. Let's see if it actually recorded. Yeah, I think it did. think it did. So let's have a look. This is my record at UVA. Yeah, the very first one at the top left. KSFO, CYVR, and minus 87 feet per minute. Awesome. You see there, it's, the flight number there is UVA48028. And that's because I had to create this as a charter flight because there was no scheduled flights available for me in my aircraft, which is a MAX 8. So I had to create a quote-unquote charter flight, which is UVA4898, but I'm using the actual United flight number for today. So, very nice. Now, let's see what it did to my overall landing rate. It seems to be showing up as minus 104, which means that there was no change in my landing rate. So that didn't really move the needle very much for me. Probably just solidified my 104 feet per minute. All right, guys. Thanks for joining, and we'll catch you on the next flight. Don't know where, don't know when, because the Olympics is the opening ceremony tomorrow. I'm going to be distracted by the Olympics quite a bit, so we'll just catch you when I do on the next one. Ciao for now.